being received by Deputy Collector of Mormuga, Mr. Bhagwan Karmali, and DYSP, Mr. Gurudas Kadam. I also request them to kindly escort the Honorable Minister, Shri Mauvin Godinho, to the dais to unfurl the national flag. I kindly plead to the Honorable Minister to receive the ceremonial parade and also inspect the parade.
श्रीमान परेड आपके इलेक्शन के लिए हाजिर है।
The parade is headed by Mr. Carey Fernandez, PSI of Vasco Police Station. Assistant Parade Commander, Mr. Nikhil Desai, PSI Vasco Police Station.
श्रीमान परेड चलाने की अनुमति प्रदान करें।
The parade is headed by Mr. Kenny Fernandez, PSI, Vasco Police Station. The Assistant Parade Commander, Mr. Nikhil Desai, Vasco Police Station. Minister to kindly address the celebration with his valuable insights.
Good morning, everyone. On this lovely occasion of the 63rd Liberation Day of our great state and lovely place called Goa, present here on this auspicious occasion, my two esteemed colleagues from the neighboring constituencies, Mr. Daji Salkar, MLA from Vasco and also the SPDA chairperson, my esteemed colleague from the Murmungwa constituency, Mr. Sankalp Amonkar, the Deputy Collector of Murmugao, Mr. Bhagwant Karmali, the Mamladars, Mr. Pravinjay Pandit, Joint Mamladar Gajesh Shirodkar, Deputy Director, and my Under Secretary Prasid Naik, Mauvin Godinho, both my OSTs, Ethel Nunis, Nihal Kenny, the Sarpanch of this village, Chikalim, Mr. Kamla Prasad Yadav, the Deputy Sarpanch, Ashwarya Korgaonkar, the Sarpanch of Bogmalo, Sankalp Mahale, Deputy Sarpanch Lorena Nikuna, the Zilla Parishad member from Sankwal, Anita Thorat, the Chairman of the KTC, Mr. Kritesh Gaonkar, Mr. Girish Borkar, the Chairperson of the Marmagaon Municipal Council, both the councillors, Mr. Vinod Kinlekar, Mr. Sudesh Bosle, BDO Emmanuel Di Costa, DYSP Gurudas Kadam, PI Kapil Naik, Chief Officer Dipesh Priolkar, Smita Gaonkar, the AE, Sandeep Sood, our Mandal President, Rajat Parsekar, Secretary, Raymond Karwalo representing the Komdad, Brahma Pawar, Manuel Dash, the Attorney of Chikalim, both the PSCs, Marida Mesta, Sachin Chogle, all the other office bearers, Vikram Karikar, Vishal Pawar, and also the President of the Vintage and Classic Car, Mr. Gautam Kakode, all the esteemed guests, Komodo Upadhyaya, all the esteemed guests present here, officials from the Goa government, students and friends. Indeed, we are here celebrating 63 glorious years of this beautiful state called Goa. As we have always described and have been described, the final jewel in the crown called India. And today, just as the crown is being recognized worldwide as a nation marching forward, as a country with immense potential to lead the world, developing in every sphere of activity, building human resource in a manner that perhaps there will be competitors difficult to find at the world level, and keeping pace as one of the state and a very progressive one, and that is Goa for you. It is for nothing that Goa has always figured among the best among the smaller states in the country, be it the India Today Awards, be it the other national awards, be it evaluation by different agencies of the central government. Whether you look at health parameters, whether you look at education, whether you look at startups, whether you look at various institutions that are flourishing, whether it is the Goa Engineering College, whether it is the Goa University in terms of education, whether it is introducing new progressive methods of harnessing the youth power we are, I would say, number one in the country. Per capita income, as you know, is the highest of our state, which itself is an indicator of immense growth, of the way we have been marching forward. And all this is possible only because of all our citizens working hard, all people in their respective fields progressing well, contributing to the state economy and the state. But can we forget the sacrifices put up by our freedom fighters at the time of liberation? You must remember one thing. We tend to forget the sacrifices made by these very people who staked everything to make this particular day possible. This day of freedom, this day of progress, this day of free speech, this day when every citizen can confidently put their head high and work towards achieving their goals without any pressure of the wrong way or wrong side from anyone. That is our great country and that is our great Goa. When you come to Goa, you look at the various progressive steps that our governments have taken, particularly in the last decade and a half. Whether it was the late Manohar Parikarji, whether it is now Dr. Pramod Sawant, look at the progress we have made. The broad roads and highways, the beautiful iconic bridges that have been built, whether it is the Mandu and Zuari, are real-time testimony to the progress we have achieved with the way we are moving forward. In a small little state like Goa, you have two beautiful airports. One Mopa, which has been awarded one of the best airports. Dabolim Airport, International Airport, is not lagging behind. At the present day, it has more traffic than the Mopa Airport. Why are we able to do this? Because Goa is a most preferred destination by the world, by the countrymen from the various states wanting to come home. And that is why, as I have always maintained, we would need both the airports. We would need tourists to come here to sustain our economy, to enjoy the place blessed by nature, whether in terms of weather, whether in terms of our culture, which is a very rich culture, whether it is in terms of the friendly people of our beautiful state, and that is what people come to savor. But sometimes when you see a state progressing, when you see a state marching forward, when you have people at the helm of affairs performing and doing well, there are always negatives which are bound to be there. Unfortunately today, the social media has become a big instrument for information being disseminated, and good information, being informative and giving you some strong messages for the well-being of society, for the well-being of our nation, for the well-being of our state is a very welcome step. But what do you see? Instead, more negativity being accentuated, being pushed forward in a manner which affects the real good thinking. Sometimes people get confused as to what is good and what is bad. People get confused, even good steps taken for the state, are they really good? A moment of doubt comes in their mind. We citizens and all of us have to realize that what is good for us and what is bad for us. Otherwise, if you simply fall in the trap, you will be halting progress. You will be halting individuals. You will be bringing obstacles in the way of democratic functioning, in the way of institutions. As we have seen, whenever people from the other side, particularly the opposition, has lost election, they blame the EVMs. And when they win elections, when the ruling dispensation loses a particular state, that time the EVMs are very good. You cannot have this double standards. Just one thing what I am mentioning to you. In Goa also we have been victims of various types. Various propaganda have been perpetuated through social media. as if to make people believe, a make-believe story wherein all the wrongs have been brought to the forefront. It has been happening in this very place called Dabolim. When you do something, there are obstructions. Just opposite me you have a beautiful Joggers Park. And after this liberation thing, we are going to have a vintage and plastic car rally as part of our celebration. Adjoining our park is this very ground which I am going to convert into a parade ground. But just to mention how negative people can be, even the park was not spared. They tried to bring various obstacles to stop the park. Now work is in the same way. The new works that are going on as far as a flyover is concerned from Dabolim right up till Verna at a cost of 1800 crores, which the Ministry of Surface Transport or National Highway are doing for us. Even there, people try to stop it, saying that it is not required. Why is it not required? Why is it required? Just imagine a situation, full traffic flowing from Murmungaon coming on this road to all the citizens residing in this area. We will be facing blockades, as used to happen near Dabolim Airport. Only when the flyover came over, people are living comfortably without having to wait and for the signals to change 4 or 5 times. Same would be the fate of the people all along the line up till Verna. And these people have given in writing, they tried to raise issues as if something different or something wrong is being done. And the naval people were kind enough to tell me, these are the type of people, some of them who have been elected, who are trying to cause obstructions for your work. But we want the flyover. And I must compliment the Indian Navy, particularly in Goa. They have always been very cooperative, very much helpful to the state of Goa, cooperating with the civilian authorities, even in running the airport. They have relaxed timings, NOTAM timings to accommodate civilian flights. And that's how. Another propaganda of the Dabolim Airport being shut, becoming a ghost airport, is never going to happen. This is another propaganda, false propaganda, which is being propagated. Please remember, the traffic is going to grow immensely with tourists coming from all over the world, with tourists coming from everywhere else and descending on Goa. We only have to match the infrastructure. And if you look at the infrastructure that is being built, I can give hundreds of examples, but you are testimony. It is not through a speech or through something what somebody says and you have to believe. When you go on the roads, when you see all these things in front of your eyes, it has become a reality and it is something what the Goans have enjoyed and are going to enjoy. Ultimately, what is the responsibility of a good government? Build class infrastructure for the citizens. Improve the quality of life. That is the job of a government. And that is what this government here in Goa has been doing. And I'm sure the freedom fighters who laid down their lives, 15 of them are going to be, their families are going to be recognized and awarded in the function at Panjim. I'm sure this is going to send a good signal of remembrance, of trying to nurture their sacrifices into a mindset to contribute and do something ourselves for our beautiful state. Muddam म्हाका सांगपा जाय, आज तरी आमकां 63 वर्सां भरता. आमी जेन्ना हे सेलिब्रेशन करता, याद करुया जे त्याग केला आमच्या नागरिकांनी, जे आमचे गोंयचे सुद्दां नासले मोस्ट ऑफ देम, पूण आमची म्हणजे ही फायट हे आमकां सुटका मेळपाक तेणी त्याग दिलो ते आमी याद करपाक जाय. तेन्ना आमी एक नॅरो मायंडेड जाता, म्हणजे कितें आमी बारीकसाणीन चिंतता ना कोण बायलो कोण भितयलो. आमी पयले चिंतपा जाय आमी सगळे भारतीय नागरीक, आमी सगळे एक. आनी आज एक भारत देश सबंद कडेन विकास आमी पळयता, सगळे स्टेटीनी जेन्ना आमी पळयता, आमचे गोंय खूंय इल्लेशे लोकून फाटी उरोना. आमी वयल्यान जाता तितले मुखार वचत आसा. फुडारा आमी एक लक्षांत दवरपाक जाय, जे बरे आहा तेय जे ओपोज करता तांकां हांव सांगपाक सोदतां, ओपोज करपा जाय म्हूण करनाका. आम्ही लोकशाही प्रमाणे इलेक्शन आहात तेन्ना तुमकां एक मौको मेळटाच पूण जेन्ना तुम्ही एक इलेक्टेड गव्हर्नमेंट दिता जेन्ना तुम्ही इलेक्टेड म्युनिसिपालिटी दिता जेन्ना तुम्ही इलेक्टेड पंचायत दिता इलेक्ट केला ते लोकांचे कर्तव्य जावन आसता की कितें बरें ते लोकां खातीर करपाक तुमचो जजमेंट 5 वर्सांनी येवपा जाय तुमचो जजमेंट अशें आमकां दिसता दर वेळा तुमचे जजमेंट येता आनी सगळे नेगेटिव्ह येता मागीर पसरता सगळे म्हणजे बरें ना ते म्हणजे नेगेटिव्हिटी जे आमी म्हणटा हो एटमॉस्फियर आमी केन्नाच मध्ये येवपा दिवपा जायना आमी पॉझिटिव्हिटीचेर चलपा जाय वी हॅव टू ब्रिंग ऑल राउंड पॉझिटिव्हिटी अराउंड इट इज ओनली देन गोवा विल प्रोग्रेस बट यू मस्ट रियलाइज वन थिंग एट द मोमेंट वी आर एट द कस्प ऑफ अ ग्रेट डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ द स्टेट 63 वर्सां तरी आमी बोल्ला म्हणटा जाल्यार हांव तो वांकडो उलटो पळयता 36 पळयता कित्याक मोर डायनेमिझम मोर युथफुल thinking by our mature state, its mature leaders, getting something good for society, doing something which will help citizens progress, doing something where every citizen will be able to take advantage of the inclusive growth of our great state called Goa. And I'm sure our present government is doing this, will continue to do this, and that is the Vishwas what our citizens have in this government, and that's why our progressive steps that are being taken are noted everywhere. Coming back to this part of Dabolim, whether it is the Joggers Park, whether it is the WOW plant, yesterday I had the opportunity of inaugurating a ETP, effluent treatment plant. Very few places have this, even in Goa itself. That means the slurry coming from the FSTP and the STP plant will be taken care of. This shows that every scientific step has been taken to manage garbage scientifically. All that I am asking of the citizens, please give segregated garbage to the person collecting the garbage at your doorstep. If this is done, we should find Goa and Dabolim one of the cleanest places in the country. My first step is to make Dabolim one of the cleanest constituency. My people are working towards that. But no effort of the government, no effort of any agency can be a real success if there is no cooperation from the citizens. Simple thing. Please help me to make Goa clean and green. I appeal to all the panchayats. I appeal to the constituency of Dabolim. Let us truly set an example, because the WOW plant itself is a vivid example of how garbage can be really nicely managed. It has been an example where we have been applauded by the center, by central officials. They say there is no such plant anywhere. It is said we are Dabolim first. Even our park here, just opposite Joggers Park, our Honorable Chief Minister very clearly said it is the best park in the entire country, in any panchayat area that you see in the country, which is a fact. In fact, people tell me now, the other day I had somebody come from London to see the park. I had somebody come from Australia to see the park. They said, these are better than our parks there. I felt so nice. This shows we are truly reaching the international standard, and that is the capacity we have as a very collective wisdom in our cabinet as well. As I say, we have got one of the best cabinets. This government will work for its people. This government will ensure that the best of progress takes place for Goa and the country as a whole, and we will see many good things happening. With a fervent hope that all the citizens will truly realize and cooperate in the good things that the government does with full force, and with a wish that our state marches even further to the heights that we look forward to as one of the best states in the country, and with the dream that our young minds, our young students will have fantastic opportunities to excel in every sphere that they choose, to be good citizens even for the great future that I envisage. I once again take this opportunity of greeting all of you on this 63rd Goa Liberation Day and wish you all the best. Wish all the citizens of Goa, wish all the citizens of Murmugao, wish all the citizens of Dabolim constituency and all those gathered here. Let us all work together to make Goa one of the most God-blessed, beautiful places on this part of the earth. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you so much, sir.
श्रीमान परेड विसर्जन करने की अनुमति प्रदान करें।
I extend my warm welcome to our esteemed dignitaries for today. On the first place, we have the Honorable Minister for Transport and Panchayat, Shri Mauvin Godinho, sir. Mr. Mauvin Godinho, Mr. Daji Sarkar, MLA of Vasco and SGPDA Chairman, Mr. Sankalp Amonkar, MLA of Murmugao, Mr. Bhagwan Karmari, Deputy Director, Deputy Collector, Mr. Praveen Jai Pandit, Mamladar Vasco, Madam Ithel Nunes, OSD to the Minister, Mr. Nihal Keni, OSD to the Minister, Mr. Gajesh Shirodkar, Joint Mamladar, Mr. Prasid Naik, Deputy Director of Panchayat and Under Secretary, Mr. Kamla Prasad Yadav, Sarpanch of Chikalim, Mr. Aishwarya Korgaonkar, Deputy Sarpanch Chikalim, Mr. Sankalp Mahale, Sarpanch Bogmalo, Ma'am Lorena Kunna, Deputy Sarpanch Bogmalo, Madam Anita Thora, ZP of Samkhal Panchayat, Kritesh Gaonkar, Vice Chairman KTC, Mr. Girish Bolkar, MMC Chairperson Vasco, Mr. Emmanuel Di Costa, PDO Murmugao, Mr. Gurudas Kadam, DYSP Murmugao, Mr. Kapil Naik, PI Vasco, Mr. Dipesh Pirolkar, Chief Officer, Ma'am Smita Gaonkar, AE PWD Buildings, Mr. Sandeep Sood, Dabolim Mandal President, Rajat Parsekar, Secretary of Chikalim Panchayat, Mr. Raymond Carvalho, Communidad, Mr. Brahma Prawar, Sir Manuel Dias, Attorney Chikalim Communidad, Sir Ajay Thorat, PS, Marina Mesta, PS, Sachin Chogale, PA, Vikram Karekar, AE Vasco Electricity, and Mr. Vishal Pawar, AE Electricity. A huge round of applause to all our esteemed dignitaries who have taken out their time and graced today's occasion, and a huge round of applause to all you audience for being here and gracing this occasion. Thank you so much. And now we begin with the cultural program. On the first place, I would call upon the students of Municipal High School to present a folk dance before you. Honorable Minister had said that, and he believes, and he always believes that Goa is a jewel in the crown of the country India. And we here are all actually blessed to be born and raised in Goa. That we belong to such a beautiful state. And every Goanese always says that Goa is a brand. So whenever we represent our state, whether nationally or internationally, when we say that we are from Goa, it actually made us feel proud, and actually it enhances our personality indeed. And that's the reason we take the opportunity and proudly celebrate today's Goa Liberation Day. And we thank the Almighty for making us a part of this beautiful state and presenting before you the students of Municipal High School.